You are now entering the Queenup Chronicles Talk Zone, the place where crowns are corrected, kings are supported, and the love is real.
Hold up, Jay.
We're moving, we're grooving, we're building, we're loving, we're queening. Good day, kings and queens. I am Jay West, and welcome to the Royalty Room. Thank you so much for tuning in to Queenup Chronicles Talk. And the royalty of today, let me ring my bell, is about makeup to breakup. You know, when you break up with your spouse and y'all get back together. And I'm just going to put it out there. I'm just going to say it. Some of y'all talk too much. So I have 4 things to say. Keep your mouth shut. Okay? When you're going through things with your spouse, keep it to yourself. Because sharing with someone else doesn't make it any better. The person you need to talk to is God. And if you must, and you really can't hold yourself, one good girlfriend. Not the one who's miserable, who's lonely, and hate all mankind, or even all womankind, right? Because they're not going to bring anything valuable to the relationship. So I want to impress upon you to keep your mouth shut. Because when you make up, right, after the breakup, your family members and your friends are going to still be mad with your spouse. They're not going to be happy for you. They're going to be upset. Now just picture this. Y'all at the family cookout, right? You back with your spouse. And y'all happy. Y'all back in y'all happy place, loving each other and doing the right thing for each other. Okay, I'm painting the picture. So you arrive to the family function. Everybody's happy. The music is blaring. The drinks are on point, right? So now it's dinner time. As soon as your spouse go to get a plate, guess what? The family giving him or her the side eye. Let me show you the side eye. Yeah, because you know what they're thinking? Just last week, he or she was just telling me how trifling he or she was. Right? Just last week, she crying to me on my pillow, telling me, oh, it's over. I'm done with him or I'm done with her. And now we're back together. So they're wondering what's going on. And guess what? It's none of their business. It's only your business. When you decide to take your man or your woman back, it all depends on you. All right? So you pray about it. Talk to a good girlfriend, someone who's been in a loving and committed relationship, someone who knows value, knows the hierarchy of a relationship. For me, in marriage, right, you pray about it, is God, is your spouse, is your children. Everybody else is irrelevant. So I'm going to say it again, keep your mouth shut. If you have any questions, just ring the bell and sound off on the comments below. Check me out on my Instagram page, Queenup Chronicles Talk 1. You can holler at me on my email, queenupchroniclestalk1@gmail.com. I would love to hear your opinions. All right, kings and queens, I have great news for you. Queenup Chronicles Talk is offering a giveaway. It's a 1-hour massage at Hand and Stone Massage Parlor. Okay, but first I need 4 things from you. Number 1, I need you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Number 2, share the post. Number 3, under the picture where you see me wearing this outfit, comment Queen Up or King Up. And number 4, be sure to like the post. All right? And I'll decide from the entries who will win the 1-hour massage from Hand and Stone Massage Parlor. All right? And coming up, I'm excited to announce my first guest. She is Tanisha Williams. She is a licensed real estate broker at Elite Realty Partners. So stay tuned.
Hold up, Jay. Hold up.
Welcome back to Queenup Chronicles Talk. I am Jay West, and I'm here with Tenisha Williams. She's a licensed real estate broker at Elite Realty Partners. Thank you for coming, Tanisha.
Thank you.
I admire you. I've watched you along your journey. So how are you feeling today?
I'm good. First of all, I'm just happy to be alive. Definitely happy to be alive and breathing in this pandemic. So grateful.
Exactly. And I must share with my viewers, we know each other from a previous business that will go unnamed. And it's a solid career. We must agree on that, right?
Right.
Okay. So leaving that solid career, because we're trying to encourage people, right? Motivate people to step outside of the box, right? So going from a solid career, how did that feel, or how did that translate for you?
Well, that one must truly have faith to do something like that. It took me a while, of course I was trying to juggle both, plus being a mom, plus being a wife. Right. But it came to the point where, you know what, I asked God, and I had a conversation with my husband, and I said, I want to do this, and with both of their consent, right? Because God was nudging me and pushing me. Exactly. And I just, I left that great job, right, that was secure.
Right.
You knew what you were getting paid minimum
Right.
every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
And I was scared, to be honest with you. I was nervous. But here's the thing, if it does not scare you, then you're not even dreaming big enough.
Oh, wow.
So I had big dreams, I had big goals, and I just stepped out on faith and I made it happen.
Exactly. And then again, like you said, the support of God, who's first and foremost in my life as well. And then you consulted with your husband and your mom. And so do you feel that you're walking in your purpose at this point?
Oh, yes. Actually, listen, in 2015, when I was just part-time in real estate, right before I started real estate, I had asked God to show me my purpose. I had been reading books, The Purpose-Driven Life, because I just felt like there was something more. As a matter of fact, there was a sermon that Pastor Jackson preached one day, Antioch Missionary Baptist Church, and he said that there was a man in the Bible, and the only thing it stated was that he lived and he died. And that sermon resonated with me because I said, I don't want that to be my story. I want it to be something more that I've done for people, for the community, and something that was very fulfilling. And my husband and I bought our first house. And after we bought that first house, I said, I think this is it. And the rest is history.
But that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And I congratulate you on all your accomplishment because you're moving, sis. And I see you, right? You never know who's watching you. Okay, so starting an elite realty partner, how did that get started?
Well, I was a top producer at my last brokerage. It was a small boutique firm. And I saw, as a team leader, because I was also a team leader of about 5-6 girls alongside of my former partner. And I said, I see that I got this. If I was only part-time real estate and I'm teaching other realtors how to sell real estate, it was something that I was good at, but I didn't know that God was prepping me, right? Because I went from team leader to mentor, because I started mentoring individually 3 realtors. And then that's when the shift happened. And it was like, you know what? A situation occurred that just prompted me to have the desire to want to become a broker. And I kid you not, within about 30-45 days of me even saying I wanted to be a broker, I went to school, got the license, and actually started the whole business.
Wow, in 45 days.
Within 45
wow, that
days.
is impressive. And let me ask you, so was the training really extensive, or how long is the course?
Well, the course for a regular sales associate is only 64 hours. Just to get your license. Now, it is hard, of course. A lot of people fail many times, but there's a guy, he has a real estate school, Tony Mesa. I refer him to everybody.
Oh, wow.
Because he's so
So let's say the name
amazing.
again.
Tony Mesa.
Tony Mesa, okay.
Yes, when I say it, his school is actually Tony Mesa Real Estate School. I refer everybody to him because he teaches to the T. He gets to the meat and potatoes. I passed both on the first try. My daughter, who's also a realtor now, she's passed on the first try because he's just that great.
Wow, very informative. Okay, so I want to get more into elite realty partners, but we got to take a little break. Okay, and I want you to stay right here. All right, so y'all stay tuned to Queenup Chronicles Talk. We're gonna take a little commercial break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Queenup Chronicles Talk, and again, I am Jay West, and I'm still here with Tanisha. We're going to expound on the brokerage, right? Okay, let's talk about elite realty partners.
This is my baby. This is my baby. It's near and dear to me. I can't even talk about Elite Realty Partners without talking about the reason behind it. We've had a family-owned trucking business when I grew up, and I watched my dad and my mom labor over that family business. So, they had to dissolve that, but now I feel like, hey, the torch has been passed, and I have to give it my all. So I eat, breathe, and sleep Elite Realty Partners. Oh, wow. Literally. Okay. My mom, she's my assistant, and she was my assistant before Elite Realty Partners. I hired my mom back in 2017.
That's right.
And she helped double my business. I wouldn't have been able to do it without her. And then I also have my husband. He's the CFO of Elite Realty Partners. And together, we took our family bond, and it has poured itself onto the rest of the agents.
Wow.
Because we're all about family. Right. I don't even recruit.
Wow, so you don't even recruit. That's, again, impressive. So how many agents do you have?
115.
Wow, wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause some people don't know, but when you get your license, it's like you're interviewing the brokerage. You get tons of emails to come join their brokerage, tons of calls, tons of texts, but I haven't implemented that system.
Wow, that's wonderful. And 115, what's the dynamics? Women, more men? What does it consist of?
The women are dominating.
Queens.
Right? The queens are dominating, but we do have, some kings too. I would say about 25% are kings. Our Black kings, because they all of our men do happen to be African American. So I'm excited about that. So they're protecting all of the women there. That's what I like to say. But we're like a family. We are truly like a family. It's not an ordinary brokerage by far.
I love that. And I know your motto. Your motto is elite or else.
Yes.
I absolutely love that, right?
That's how I feel. I feel if you don't choose an elite realty partner, if you don't choose us, that, you're going to have a disservice. Are we perfect? No. But one thing we do is make sure that we treat your money like our own money. Right. And that is important to me.
Right. So I'm going to ask you then, and this is something off the cuff because I'm not sure, and it may sound something that may not be relevant for you, but I'm just curious as a home buyer.
Right.
When someone purchases a home, how important is credit?
Credit is extremely important. Number one, it's important because it's going to dictate what type of interest rate you're going to get. And, the higher the interest rate, the higher the monthly mortgage. A lot of people don't know that. Right. See, there's a loan product, FHA, the two main ones, FHA conventional. And unfortunately, FHA only requires a 580 credit score. Okay. However, what type of interest rate are you going to get with a 580 credit score? Right. Interest rates are at a historical low right now, literally historical low. However, we recommend that you have at least a 640 middle score. Okay. Because a lender, they don't care about your highest score or your lowest score. It's your middle score amongst the three credit bureaus.
Okay. So your credit it should be 650. As you said, that's the desirable. We recommend 640. 640. Okay, so when you're talking about credit score, so the high interest rate will be connected to that credit score.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And that will give you a higher mortgage payment.
Correct.
Okay. So a first-time home buyer, what should they be focused on?
So it's funny because back in 2017, I created this method to where I wanted to help people who aren't ready now, to be honest with you. Majority of realtors and lenders, they just want the people who are ready right now to get the right now commission. But I decided that I wanted to promote financial literacy in my community. I wanted to be fulfilled by helping others. So we actually have buyer consultations multiple times a day. Shout out to Rosalie Clement Jackson because she is our preferred mortgage lender and loan originator, but for her to invest her time every day, multiple times a day, with people who are not ready now. So guess what we do? We have an intimate session with them, and we tell them what they need to do with their credit, how much money they need to save based on their DTI, debt to income ratio, and we create a blueprint for them. Wow. And that has become highly effective since I started in 2017. And our clients, to be honest with you, they say if they did not start with Elite and we did not continue to follow up, they would have never bought a house.
Oh, wow. Girl, y'all are really doing y'all thing. And you're really, and this is conducive to building up the community.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Making it stronger.
Yes.
Financial literacy is very important.
People don't know that, the numbers of Black home ownership, is not really too much different than the 1960s. Right now in 2020, yes, Black home ownership is down. Minority home ownership is down. So whatever we can do as a brokerage to help bring those numbers up, because if real estate is one of the highest ways to obtain wealth, why should we be lacking in numbers, right? Just because we lack in knowledge.
Right. Oh, wow. I love it. Girl, you got it going on. I must tell you, got it going on. So give me 3 pointers for a first-time homeowner. What should they focus on? Give me 3 pointers.
Okay. first of all, you have to focus on the fact that it's elite or else, right?
Don't forget that.
Contact an elite realty partner to
Okay.
truly show you the way. And the second one is the credit. You know, even if you're not, don't be embarrassed, right? Everybody has to start somewhere.
Okay.
So once we can get you with a credit specialist, then the next thing we want to do, we teach people how to save. Some people just don't know how to save money. And, you know, they just want to be reliant on a grant program, but they don't even realize a grant is a second mortgage, right? And if you don't live in the property for at least 10 or 15 years, you will have to pay that money back.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm not going to say, you know, I'm against it, but I want you to know the facts, because I've had sellers where they did have to pay the money back, and it put them in a bind based on where they were, you know, as far as their principal balance. So if I can teach people how to save their own money, you know, it's just choosing us, credit, and saving.
All this good information, I need you to tell my viewers where we can find you, how they can locate you, how they can contact you, and how they can follow you, and most of all, how they can hire you.
So we are located in Davie, Florida, 5210 South University Drive in Davie, right? And I'm super excited about it. My Instagram handler is your_favored, not favorite, favored_broker. And our Instagram business page is also Elite Realty Partners, and so is our Facebook page, Elite Realty Partners. You can also reach us by phone, 954-990-7526, or via email, admin, ADMIN, @trusteliteinc.com.
Thank you so much, Tanisha, for being here and allowing me to interview you and sharing this wealth of information. All right. I hope y'all learned a lot. I'm sure it's information that you can use. Okay, kings and queens, thank you so much for staying tuned in. Next coming up is my segment, Queen on the Move. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Queenup Chronicles Talk. I am Jay West, and this is Queen on the Move. I'm here at Mother Daughter Primary Care LLC. Come on in, let's see what services they have to offer. Follow me. Welcome back to Queenup Chronicles Talk. I am Jay West, and I'm here with co-owners of Mother Daughter Primary Care LLC, Tiffany and Angela. All right, thank you so much for having me. Tell me, what is Mother Daughter Primary Care?
So Mother Daughter Primary Care is a medical practice owned by my mom, Angela, John, and myself, Tiffany Wilson. We are family nurse practitioners.
Okay.
And primary care, or they call it preventative medicine, is where you go to your physician and you get your annual screenings for the year. Some people call it an annual wellness check. They get all of their annual blood work done. Some people get testing done, different diagnostic testing. And we just try and keep our community healthy. And we are the owners of this medical practice.
Okay, I love it. Congratulations on that. So how long have you been in business?
So we've been in business a little over a year. We started out, what was it, Tiffany?
Black Friday of last year. That was our grand opening.
To be exact. Right.
Yes,
Okay.
it was our grand opening.
Like my daughter Tiffany said, we believe in preventative medicine. We don't like the C word, so we do preventative medicine such as cervical cancer screening, PSA, colonoscopy, diabetes. We also do coronary artery disease. And these are things that can be addressed and picked up before.
So, Angela, when you're saying the C word, be more specific for the viewers so they know what you're talking about.
Cancer. I hate to say the word. The C word is cancer, and it is ravaging our community. And it does not have to do that anymore. In the olden days, cancer was a death sentence. It doesn't have to be if it's caught early, and that's why we call it preventive, primary care prevention.
Okay. So what specifically can someone do to do their checks and balances as it relates to cancer or prevention of cancer?
So basically, you know, having your annual wellness examination with your primary care provider. Because of that examination, they're going to do screenings on you based on your age. So we do adult medicine. So we start at the age of 18 to to
100.
100 or past 100, you know.
Okay.
And based on your age range, And based on if you're male or female, African American, Caucasian, Jewish, we do testing based on you that is very specific to you and where you're from and who you are. And those tests, when they come back and those results come back, if they're positive and they're early, we've caught something. We can refer you to specialists so that they can treat that and they can address that issue. However, some people, they haven't had a medical visit in years.
Right.
I speak to so many people,
Wow.
and they're like, oh wow, this is the first time I'm coming in like 4 or 5 years.
Oh, wow.
And a lot, especially if you're an older person, if you're over 40, I'll say that magic word, that magic number, a lot can happen in 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
So that's what they do.
Okay, so not only are you doing preventive measures, do you do anything as it relates to cosmetic and keeping a girl beautiful? I just want to know, tell us, because I've been perusing your page and I've seen some things that are quite interesting. So a sister want to know.
Basically, as you can see, we are in my aesthetics lounge, my beauty lounge. We call it aesthetics lounge, beauty lounge, aka aesthetic room. So we are.
Well, this is where the magic happens.
This
Let's call
is
it
where
that.
the beauty magic happens. So basically, as my mom said, we do specialize. I do specialize in Botox, dermal fillers, PRP, which is called platelet-rich plasma, mesotherapies. So on my Instagram page, you may see people getting their tear troughs filled and they're not as tired looking because that kind of erases that, right?
Okay.
You may see people, you may see pictures of people with lots of creases on their foreheads that are magically gone. You may see people with lots of creases by their eyes, or they call them crow's feet, that magically disappear. In hair loss, we treat hair loss as well with PRP, platelet-rich plasma. So you may see on my page, people will come in with no edges, and now all of a sudden, if you go to their page, they have lots of edges.
Wait, hold on, Tiffany. So, girl, now this is good news for my viewers. So, I'm hearing, girl, we're growing edges back up in here. All right. So, but what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a commercial break. We're gonna list the services that Tiffany and Angela offers on the page, and stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. We're growing edges back. Mother Daughter Primary Care LLC. They have all you need for your beauty, health, and overall wellness. Be sure to use code QUEENUP when making your appointment for a free consultation. Welcome back to Queenup Chronicles Talk. Again, I am Jay West. I'm still here with Tiffany and Angel. So talk about the trough fillers. Before we went to commercial break, you were talking about trough fillers. What is that?
So basically, tear trough fillers is a procedure that's used with dermal filler. It can be several brands. Juvederm is one of the more popular brands, Bellatero. And basically what you do is you inject the tear trough areas, which are here, get rid of the tired look, and you look refreshed.
Oh, wow. I love it, honey. I love looking refreshed.
Okay.
Brighten me up. Okay, so did you see the article on CNN? There was an article, and I'm not trying to be biased. I'm not trying to give my own, opinion about it, but I saw an article. It was on CNN, and they talked about how the lifespan or the life expectancy of a black baby would be better if they were delivered or were cared for by a black doctor. What do you think about that?
I did see that article. I guess they did studies on that, and they were longitudinal studies that were done over time, and they've noticed that the babies did better. So I feel that why they did better is because when a physician or when a nurse practitioner or medical provider is caring for someone that looks like them, you kind of almost feel like that's my baby, or that's my mom, or that's my daughter. And that's how we feel here as well. I mean, we embrace everyone, but I guess the article, drawing back to that, the babies did better.
Right. Well, okay. So, because they're more, maybe the care is even more specific.
Possibly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I love it. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so I understand that not only are you dealing with preventive care, you're dealing with a little cosmetic beautification, but also you're providing physicals for certain agencies. Tell me about that, Angel.
So we provide Department of Transportation physical, aka DOT physical. It's kind of like a one-stop shop. So please get in here. If your DOT license is going to be expired, please check out Plantation office right here on 4141 Northwest 5th Street, Mother Daughter Primary Care. So we will do your DOT physical FMCSA, and we will have you back on the road in no time.
Okay. Well, give all the information, why don't you? Okay. All right. So as far as melanin, I hear about melanin popping, you know. And do you think there's a difference when caring for skin that's has a lot of melanin?
There is a difference because there's a lot of things that plague the African American community, such as heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, just general education on how to even eat. And that causes a lot of health issues in our community. So because we have melanin and because, you know, we're African American, we know all those issues. Some of those issues, unfortunately, plague our families, but we're controlling them because we are educated on that. So my goal is to empower my community, is to empower actually everyone to do better and to eat better and to be well and to keep the health that they do have.
Okay. Oh, I love it. And that's what we're about here on Queenup Chronicles Talk, baby. We're here about empowering our community, empowering each other, right?
Yeah.
So Tiffany, tell my viewers where we can meet you, how they can contact you, how they give me your social media handles.
Yeah.
Let them know.
Okay. So we're here in the heart of Plantation, 4141 Northwest 5th Street, Suite 102, Plantation, Florida, 33317. Our phone number is 954-744-0020. You can locate us on Instagram at MotherDaughterPC. And that's our Instagram. We also have a Facebook, which is Mother Daughter Primary Care. So even on Instagram, if you type in Mother Daughter Primary Care, we pop right up. And we're very engaging with our audience on Instagram. When you are messaging Mother Daughter PC, you're actually talking directly to me.
Wow.
And nobody else is managing it. It's me.
I know, because when I reached out to you, you responded right away. I'm like, oh, I got so excited.
On Facebook, same thing. When you're talking or when you're shooting out a question, you're generally reaching me directly.
Thank you so much, Tiffany and Angela, for having me and allowing me in the beauty room where the magic happens. I really appreciate you. So when you're visiting Mother Daughter Primary Care LLC, use code Queenup or state Queenup for a free consultation. That's how we do it here on Queenup Chronicles Talk. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Queenup. My outfit of today is again representing 3 sister queens. I am wearing this fabulous deep curl unit from Pinup Dolls. And then I'm wearing this amazing dress, blue and white striped, with so many details I can't even name them all. It is from Diva Abby. And I paired this dress with some fabulous rhinestone embellished Cinderella pumps from Shoe Feature. Thank you so much for tuning in to Queenup Chronicles Talk. Stay tuned for the next episode.